So now we're going to talk about the Adidas and Kanye situation, and we're going to give our spin or like an idea of like what we think that Adidas can even do with this situation. How do they make a lemon into lemonade? Which I don't think they can do. I think the lemon is actually rotten. You can't make lemonade out of rotten lemon.
So I think what they have like $1.3 million in merchandise. Something
Billion.
close to-
It's a 1 point
billion?
billion. It's a billion. A billy.
So what I think that they could possibly do with all this merch, they can't sell it because first off, it's his designs. I think, and
It's
because
Adidas owns it. Adidas
could-
owns the designs.
They could first off, and I think they've done this before, is like they've gone through and like done replicas of like the Yeezy
They have like
shoes.
Yeezy styled.
Yeah, so what they could do is just rip off the tags, and then
So-
just okay, go on.
So I read an article that outlines the fact that would be too expensive.
Yes,
It would be too expensive to like rebrand all of the shoes and all of the merch because like it takes man hours to go through and do all that stuff. It wouldn't be as simple because like a lot of it's just there. Like imagine making whole new packaging for everything. It all says Yeezy on it.
The packaging would be expensive. Yeah.
The packaging would be expensive, and then you repackage it, but you also have to take the tags. The tags on it are also all saying Yeezy on it, and then like
But would that be less expensive? I'm just thinking, like, I guess they could write it off as a total loss, but that's a lot of money.
$1 billion is lost. Like,
yeah, I would imagine that if they want to recoup anything, that they could just, I don't know. I would say that they're able just to retag, repackage, rebrand. If anything, you know what they could always do is they could just always, and this is, I would say, the cheapest option.
What?
Just throw everything in black paint and just sell them and just do that and just label it as all core.
The fact that it's been that has like it was originally that shoe is the issue.
Yeah, I understand. It's crazy.
But my thought of how they could do it is like slightly scandalous. It would be like devious, like, oh yes.
Yeah. You change the why.
Yes.
That would be a good idea.
You make a shell corporation that only resells. It's a reselling brand, and they resell either in bulk or individually, kind of like a StockX.
That's
or
actually
like,
a pretty good idea.
yeah, but like have it so far removed from Adidas corporate that they just like and do it like very quietly to the point where nobody would know. Like nobody knows that this like shell corporation is owned by Adidas, and then you start siphoning off little by little, because even though the Adidas or the Yeezy brand and Ye are all in this like scandal, the shoes are a hot commodity.
Yeah.
Anything like the fact that it is like has all this negative press is actually a positive. Like now there's a shortage. Now there's like limited numbers of these in circulation to the point where now people want them.
Yeah, but then at the same time, it's hard.
I just saw like someone wear those slipper
know.
things.
I know, but the thing is, like, it's. I feel like the image and the perception you're giving off by wearing this is a hot. That is a hot take.
I think it is like the look.
It would be.
Here's the question: do you? Now
No,
that's
I
a bit of a
don't
hot
support.
topic.
I don't support.
Do you? At what point do you remove the artist from the art?
I think it's hard. I think especially with this one, especially because it's so. I feel like it's still fresh. I saw his post on freaking Instagram, and it was wild.
It is. He is very unhinged.
Yes, it was. It's hard to remove. I think
it is true. I don't support anything that he said.
Yeah, no, I do not support anything he said. You know, I do. It's hard because I.
The thing is that his style and like his clothing and like the idealistic like idea of what he was producing like in a like a fashion sense / like artistic sense was very minimalistic. So the idea of like having a negative connotation on like a very minimalist design is very odd.
Yeah,
because like it's like a very his like design was very like nature derived like free flowing lines, and like to have just like free flowing lines, like nature tones, and like clean design of like a thing,
Yeah.
like to have that as like a like you can't wear that. It's like I don't know, if it was just like nothing, then yeah, but it is tough. I don't.
I don't even.
I personally
wanna
wouldn't
say,
wear it.
I don't even.
I don't
wanna
even have
say,
it. It's too
yeah,
expensive.
Yeah. I don't even want to say that. I don't know what Gap did with their stuff.
I think they this
I thought. I think that. Yeah, I was thinking they just burned it.
burn slash.
Oh,
I think they didn't have enough.
You know what though? I will say, if you listeners don't know,
If you survive this
burn-
long,
what? No, companies burn clothing.
yes. Well, or they shred it.
Or they shred it, and you know what? Fabric is hard to recycle. I will say that. It takes
I
a
don't
lot of
think you
energy.
can.
You can't. You can. You can. Except it's really hard. It's really.
I think
it takes a lot of energy.
It's more cost effective to have new fabric.
It is. It is 100% more cost effective. It's more cost effective to write it off.
That too. Additionally, like if you look at, like trying to get all the ink out of the clothes or the fabric to like reuse it is like another issue. Like people don't like the look of like they have. I think Nike and Adidas have their own ways of like doing recycled like things. Some of them have like little like they're like reusing for like foam and stuff, and it just doesn't look as good as like the fresh like the newer stuff. Like if it's like more than like 50% reusable, it doesn't look as clean as like if you're buying like a recycled product, I would like it to look more like a new product.
Yeah, yeah, it's hard because like I like you know what like I will come out and say that there's one brand that I don't support besides
Besides
like
Yeezy?
besides that one,
Besides Yeezy, okay.
I'm pretty sure you could guess. Balenciaga.
Apostle. Oh.
What? What? Balenciaga came under fire.
Oh, because
from
of the models.
Yes, the kid stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the kid stuff.
That was wild.
Yeah. And then Kim Kardashian came out and also said it's like, I'm going to review. And I was like, dude.
Wasn't Kanye or wasn't Ye also associated?
He was. And it's very hard to, because they had said it's like, this was the ad agency. It wasn't us. And it's hard to separate those two.
Yes.
And then that's for me where it becomes very hard. Where I'm like,
but you have to okay it. Like they don't. There's like someone had
to
to
okay it. Yeah, it was
crazy.
crazy.
Stamp it.
But it's wild. It's just 100% wild. Yeah, but that's just one of the other things that I was like, I don't know. I think it's very hard.
What would you have them do? So you would have them write it off all of the Yeezy stuff.
I would have them rebrand it.
That's just so much money. I don't think it's possible.
Yeah, so I would have them write it off. I would have them rebrand it.
That's impossible.
I wouldn't say it's impossible, but I would say that it's hard. I would say that it would cost a lot of money, but I think they would be able to recoup money. I also think that they could actually sell it for a higher price, especially now. Because the thing is, if they manufactured this before all the price inflation and before, they already have the goods. Mm-hmm. So it's not. I feel like it would be hard, but I feel like they would be able to do it, and that's what I think.
I think what they could do, since they have such a large supply of these things, or theoretically, or what they've listed out, I think that they could potentially like sell it to a startup or like something like, and have them do it. Like give them a bulk deal on all this stuff, and then like they can.
Those people take a huge a
huge
PR
risk.
hit.
Well, no, it'd be. I think it'd be like potentially good. Like they get the notoriety, but also like if it's like a art piece.
So if Misfits, I think Misfits would be the only people that would be able to do that. I think they would.
Or who's
the one
that put like blood in the shoes?
That's Misfits.
Was it actually?
Yeah, I think it was Misfits.
I think
Lil Nas X. Yeah, I think they would be able to do it. That's actually a good idea.
Yeah, I think that like you just make specifically like that as its own asset, and then like sell it as a bulk deal to them, and then like it'd be.
They're the same people who did the boots.
Because like you could just go. Because remember what Ye did? Ye took the a lot of the stuff and just like spray painted it out.
Yeah.
and that was like enough. And then they could just do
They could just do that. Yeah.
this like, and then it's like okay,
You know. Yeah, that's crazy.
very. I mean, like
There's a lot. I think there's
a
options.
lot to unpack. Yeah, there's a lot. Well, I mean, the thing is that
It's a lot of money.
it is a lot of money to be
Yeah.
thrown around, and like it. At the end of the day, it's difficult to judge the like how the community or how people will react to such a thing. Like you
Yeah.
can like go and like say that like, oh, we can just have them rebranded or whatever, but do you know that they'll actually buy it? Like because like the risk models or like the PR like depends on who you ask. Like if someone said like, hey, if I just resold these Yeezy stuff without even rebranding, this like sold it to you directly again, like put them on sale like for 50% off, would you buy it? It's like yes. There are those people, and there are the other people that say I would never buy that type of thing again.
Yeah.
So there's like the two options, like, and you don't know how many of each exist. Like on the internet, there's like,
You know.
the internet is not exactly like one for one in terms of like the public opinion. It is like
There's a ton. It's very divided.
because like if you listen to the internet, you would think that nobody ever would buy Yeezy stuff, but Yeezy stuff is flying off the shelves. Like in terms of reselling, it's like the money that you would think, oh, it's gonna tank the values. It didn't. It like made it more of like a thing to buy.
You know, it's people still wear Balenciaga. I will say
Of course
that.
they do.
Yeah. They did not. I don't think they reduced their
They
prices.
probably
They didn't do anything.
Obviously not.
Yeah, even with all the backlash and everything that happened. Yeah, people.
I think if you just ignore it, it just goes away.
Yeah, this one isn't gonna go away because he keeps on spouting.
Who? Yeah.
Yeah, he keeps on spouting craziness.
I haven't really heard much lately, but
You heard the last thing.
that's true. The
21
last
Jump
thing.
Street one was crazy.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I think we.